morning. Well, we broke last night. This time it was in the combine itself. The bubble up auger that's in the hopper. Where it engages, there's a drive dog that sticks up, and those have to latch many times without seeing it, which I haven't yet. Many times something comes loose in the hopper, can let that just not quite engage, but when it does that, it spins those right off there and ruins the auger. So I think we're replacing the auger, so I'm going up to help him get it up the steps. It was a new bubble up. Shouldn't be too bad. We've done them before. Just hopefully we see what caused it. It's usually, like I said, something comes loose, something of that nature. It doesn't have any kind of a sensor to warn you, so it keeps trying to fill, but the auger in the hopper stops turning. And when it does slip the dogs, it shears everything off. So we'll see what we've got, and hope you enjoy the video. Well, we're pulling up to the field. Looks like there's a party. There's too much fun for just one person to have, so I'm gonna come check him out. So here's the new bubble up auger, and these drive dogs, usually it reams these off. In this circumstance here, it just didn't get enough weld. The weld didn't get penetrated. So, new part, under warranty, good deal. Here's a video. So we just got the new bubble up auger in here. We didn't video that, but you can see what that was. Doing new bearings while we're doing it. So when you can kind of see all the stuff attached to the power fold. And when it goes, the bubble up goes down when it folds up. Not watertight, but very nice. He's gonna fire it up, make sure everything runs after putting it back together. So you can see here, the clean corn goes up the chute, clean grain elevator, and it goes to that bubble up auger. When that bubble up auger stops moving, it just keeps packing the corn and it can't go anywhere, and it breaks the belt off in there. Luckily it just slipped the belt this time, so here's it did all right, not too bad. We'll have to clean that pile up. Tried not to let as much of it leak out. He went ahead and ran as much in the hopper as we could, so been impressed with the 612 FC so far. Nothing bad to say. Still getting used to things. So I radioed the guys, combine's fixed. We pulled the trucks in the field just so we didn't have to drive them all home, just to drive them back if we could get fixed the next morning. Now I got to make sure we're not stuck. So here we are on video. I don't know if we're stuck or not. We're going to find out. Don't have to worry about anybody stealing the trucks. The keys are hidden so good, I can't even find them. Well, I got two out. Diff locks and foot on the floor. Don't know if the big sleeper truck, longer wheelbase. Fingers crossed I got one more, see if I can get out of the field without help of a tow vehicle. So we'll see. Dang it. And we have victory. They all came out without help of a tow vehicle. I thought I had created the first fiasco of the day. And the day hasn't even started. So it's 10:30, we're getting ready to shell some corn, see how this goes. Everybody. And hopefully we just get a full day in, no rain. That'd be great. And some really good corn. Having to slow down, let the machine just process. Good problems to have. This looked good all year, nice uniform stand. Interested to see what we get number-wise after we get opened up. This is a near 80-acre field, 2 pieces. After we leave here, we're going up the road, or down the road towards home. This is as far north as we're coming, so we're actually tightening our boundaries up. Tighter we get them, the easier it is. This is a little further from home, so not bad, but it takes some extra efforts for the trucking and whatnot. First hopper of the day. As we get the field opened up, it rained last night, so conditions started off really tough. Ground speed was below 3 miles an hour. We battled that for a little bit, and ground speed's kind of returning. We're running 3.2, 3.5. Corn's really good. Not going to complain about the ground speed. Main thing is we have bushels flowing. Hopefully we don't have any significant rains. We're damp. Corn, when you're driving over the stalk rows, it tends to hold the machine up a little better. We can run in corn before you could run. Afternoon time, about 2 o'clock. We are ripping. We've got 39 acres left in this 80, and then we're going to be moving on down the road, moving closer to home. That's a good thing. This area and normally have no corn and have a full stand. I'm pretty happy with that. We've been every other round having to shell up through the center because we're dumping one way and then dumping the other way, so I have to be a little bit creative. Been nice just skip lining, give the grain cart a path. It's coming back from the other end. Got all this shelled and moving on. Started like 11:30, so pretty good pace. So this is the first time folding up the deer head for me. The gearing off we hold here, and then you go to your handle and push over and it folds. On the deer head, it comes up on the console monitor here. You just hold your button and it goes to full. Like so. Takes a minute. This is really handy to go down the road versus uncoupling and taking the head off every time. Folds up nice, a little narrower than the combine. Now I also had to take my power fold hopper down, which is right here as well. And I manually have to grab this right there and twist the ladder around, or I catch mailboxes with it. You don't want to forget that. So I turn my flashers on and my strobe. And I'm going to slow down, stop, and I'm going to go to road mode. This lets me go road speed, and I've just got to find a way to find the speed that it likes that doesn't bounce. There's certain speeds you just can't run a combine. I think it's around 20 miles an hour. We're going to find out. We go through a lot of tricky areas with the combines. There's a bridge coming up here that'll be real tight. You always want to watch for, pretty much watch for everything as we bounce around. And this is the part where we feel like a transformer. Hopper is unfolding itself at the same time the head's unfolding. Pretty cool. Well, I won't bore you too much with that. We pulled in the neighbor's field.
I'm turning on 20.
So I flip around and seen some corn, and we never have corn on the ground like that. We walk over and raise our door, and we have blown a hole in our clean grain elevator door. Don't know how. Don't know how long. Glad I found it now, but hopefully not as bad as it looks right here. It happens. So there's the door with it open. You can see the new corn comes here and goes up these paddles and goes up this elevator to the bubble up we replaced earlier. Hopefully not related. We've got some work to do. Didn't even get the sandwich ate, and bro's already got a patch on it.
A rig job.
We're already ready to go. Back to the field. Well, the truck's caught up while we've been down. We are back shelling. We're seeing rain at about 9 o'clock or 10, I think. It's about 6 or so now, so it's going to run until it rains. Take you along for the ride. Corn's eye level while you're in the combine, really tall. A lot of material to deal with. There's a lot of piling on the front of the head. I have to clean that off before I go on to the next move. We're about 2 hours out from rain. Hammer down. Moving down the road. Just got to pick where it doesn't bounce. Right now, about 18 to 20. It's about right. Only negative to the folding head's very heavy to carry down the road. Feels like you're going to flip over frontwards all the time. You get used to it though, it's well worth it. So I've got to just set in the middle of the road for a minute. Luckily no cars coming. And unfold and enter the field. The other thing we've got to watch when we raise our power fold is how high the electrical lines are. Luckily I know most of the fields know where they're at, but still want to watch. It's just starting to rain. I can generally, you can run some when it first starts, but if it rains very hard, we'll have to stop. I've literally got 3 acres left and I can move fields. So that's a new goal. It just keeps getting wetter. It slowed my ground speed slightly, not bad though. Oh, it's plenty wet, but we just got it. We're going to move to the next field and park this thing. Thanks for watching, guys. Looks like we may have a little rain delay for a couple of days. We'll talk to you again when we get the harvest action going again.